So let me ask you guys this one last thing: is John Kreese a bad guy? Is
Why
he
you
a
say
villain?
that?
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Okay, Angel, you think he's a villain?
Bro, he had to kill Johnny in his mind. How does that
I
not make you bad?
well, I'm gonna wait on Angel because
Go
he's
ahead.
thinking. He didn't just immediately say yes or no.
He's trying to get in your mindset because we know right now you're asking us this, and then you're gonna give us some mind bender.
Well,
Go
I
for it.
will tell you, I don't think John Kreese is a villain. He's not a bad guy.
Why do you not? So I will see if it's the same as.
You would kind of break it up on my end? Would you say?
Why do you think he's not? I want to see if it's the same as mine.
You are an instructor just like me, Angel. If your students
Hmm.
come into your karate school and said this grown ass man just beat their ass, you gonna have your students back. And John Kreese had Cobra Kai's back. He didn't know nothing else. He did not know that they had been bullying Daniel. That was not part of John Kreese was not at the beginning of Cobra Kai. I mean, Karate Kid. So he didn't know what they had been doing. So all he knows is that Mr. Miyagi had beat up his students. And the
He
way
had
that
to
he
know. He taught him that way.
but all he saw
And
was
he was mad at
Johnny
them.
told him. Johnny
He was
told
mad
him.
at them for getting beat up by an old man.
No, he was mad that they attacked him because think about when Johnny told Miguel what happened. He kind of left out some important stuff, right? I'm assuming he did the same thing with Kreese as a kid. You're
Of
a
course
kid.
he
You
did.
don't want to get looked at as being in the wrong.
Okay, but
So I don't
John
think
Kreese teaches them those lessons. So
yeah,
he
as far as
knows
being a
exactly
badass
what they
fighter.
did. That's what he teaches them.
I at no time at no time have we seen John Kreese terrorizing the valley. The only people he's terrorizing is Daniel. And that
He
was because
he was choking Johnny outside for losing.
yes, at that point, yes, yes. That
Okay,
was
so he's a bad guy. No, you're
he's
wrong. He's a bad
no,
guy.
I'm not saying I'm
You
not
choke
I'm not
you choke your student, you're a bad guy.
yeah, he was mad because Johnny was okay. I'm gonna get to that point, right?
Your student loses and you're choking him, you're a bad guy.
I'm not doing that, but are
Of course you're not,
are
because
you
you're not
going
a
to
bad
celebrate?
guy.
Let me ask you a question, Joe Hartley. Are you going to celebrate getting second place to Richard Plowden? Because
No.
that's what Johnny was doing. And Chris
He
was
said
like, no,
second place was not that bad.
huh?
Said, how is it not? He said second place is better than
And he
nothing.
was like, no, you're a loser. He was like, no, he tore up the
Yeah.
damn trophy and threw it down. But what I'm saying is,
Throwing the trophy,
Richard
okay, that's
Richard
not cool, but
Plowden is not going to accept us being happy with getting second place at a tournament.
no, you're the first loser. We already know this.
Exactly. So Kreese was not happy with Johnny. Now, I'm not saying what he did was right or wrong. No, I'm not saying that at all. That was fucked up. He
Okay.
shouldn't have.
But you
He shouldn't have
you
did that.
choke your
That
own
was wrong,
student, you're the bad guy.
right?
And then you
He
get
was
beat
wrong,
up.
right? In the third one, Kreese was down on his luck. He was like, "I'm done. I'm done teaching. I'm leaving." He gave the keys to Silver. Silver told him go on vacation. Boom, I'll take care of it. Silver was the one that was terrorizing Daniel after that. Kreese had nothing to do with that. When Kreese came back, then he found out that there was a tournament and Silver told him what he was going to do, what the plan was. That wasn't John Kreese thing, right? Then in
Okay.
Cobra Kai, John Kreese is trying to wake Johnny up. He's trying to get him to get his son away from Daniel because he already doesn't like these guys. He looks after Tori. He helps her out with her situation. He's he looked after what's the young lady in Korea. We see what he does with her. We see that he protected his girlfriend. Like John Kreese is doing good things. We see him doing more good things than bad things.
Okay,
The
but
only
John
person
Kreese
that he got to
only
get
does
with
good
is Daniel
only
and
he
Miyagi.
only does good things if they will benefit him. He
Not
helps
really.
Tori because
Yes,
he's going to make her his number one student. He doesn't
but
help her because he feels for her.
I think he does.
No, he
I
doesn't.
think he feels for her.
No, he
I think
wants
he.
his number one champion. He misses Johnny. He has to
Mhm.
kill Johnny off, so he needs a new champion.
But once
That's
again,
his new champion.
when Silver hurts Miguel, Kreese goes back and checks on and
Not
asks
only
him how's
that,
the kid
not
doing,
only that, if he's not the bad guy, why did he take Cobra Kai from Johnny?
because he didn't
Johnny
think
was
that Johnny
making
was
no, because he didn't think Johnny was doing it the right way. Because Johnny was
right.
trying to do it better.
Did he take it? Yeah,
Yes,
probably so. But the students had his back. They had John Kreese because Johnny approached them. Remember in season 2, at the end of
because
season 2,
he mind washed, he brainwashed them,
all well,
brainwashed them, just like
they
he did
all got
before.
beat up. They all had got beat up. They had lost the
No,
fight, and Miguel was in the hospital. And Kreese was there for them. They looked at Kreese as being there for them, and they looked at Johnny as not being there for them because Johnny was telling them to be good. He was like, let's stop the fight, let's stop the fight. And Miguel showed mercy to Robbie, and they're looking like, look what happened when we listened to you and showed mercy. Kreese is right. We're not supposed to show mercy because Robbie kicked him over the banister and broke his back when we did that. So I can see why kids will be like, well, no, we're not listening to you because one of our boys is hurt. That's all I'm saying.